Guys, Alan Moore here with another fragrance review. I've got 5 more fragrances, fantastic for winter. We've got the colder months coming now and these 5 work fantastic this time of year. So I'm going to share my thoughts with you with these 5 fragrances, and maybe before Christmas maybe you ought to be able to add one of these to your collection. See you in a minute guys, all the best, bye now. Welcome back to the channel, cheers. Just before I carry on with the video, to make a quick apology. My thing broke the other day that supports my phone, so I'm having to do things with the phone facing towards me at the moment. So the letters on the fragrance may come across to you guys backwards. So I do apologise for that, but like they say in Hollywood, the show must go on. So I don't want to keep missing videos for that. So until I can get a replacement, you will see some more videos with the letters of the fragrance the wrong way around, if you like, with that DIOR seat. Okay, so let's get the road. Right, let's start with the first fragrance I'm going to show you. And I'll keep it all down. I know you're busy on the weekends, you like to get out and enjoy yourself, so I won't keep you too long. Start with the first one. This is a Mancera fragrance. My most expensive fragrance to date is this one here, Instant Crush by Mancera. Shower the sprayer. Now this got lots of notes in it, which is a unisex fragrance, and it sits right down the middle, guys. If you're a guy watching this or a lady watching this, you can either wear this both because it's right down the middle. If you look at the note breakdown on Fragrantica, you know it's ideal for women and men because there's some notes in there that make it a bit more masculine and there's some more feminine. So it suits both parties that can appeal to a wider audience than they're trying to sell the bottles. So that's what it is. But it's got a lovely smell, nice vanilla note in this, and it's very pungent when you first spray it on. You've got a lot of the florals coming through. You've got the saffron, they've got the ginger, Sicilian mandarin, and you've got the Sicilian lemon as well. That's all in the opening. And so as this fragrance starts to progress, it was like released in 2019. It was classed as like an amber floral because it's got a lot of floral notes in first, the feminine side of it, you know. And then with the amber, and then the other thing in the base, you got like oak moss and stuff like that, sandalwood, and then you got vanilla. In the mid, they tend to fill it with things like amberwood, which is a wood that they get the amber from, and it sets and stuff. They put it into fragrances, gives it the warmth in the fragrance. It's got on the fragrance on my laptop here, guys. Moroccan rose, you know, and Egyptian jasmine, Indonesian patchouli. Now, if it was up to me, I'd just say rose, jasmine, and patchouli. But obviously, they've put that in there for a reason. I suppose it may smell different. I'm not really that much of an expert. And as I say, in the base, you've got white musk helping all the vanilla and the sandalwood and the oak moss. So that fragrance appeals to all parties, right? And it's a fantastic fragrance. I wore it myself quite like last stage on your skin. You know, it'll project quite well for the first 2, maybe 3 or 4 hours. You know, you keep smelling your hand, it's still there, and you don't have to bury your nose in your hand to smell it. So that's a good fragrance as far as I'm concerned. Mancera Instant Crush. Now, let's move on to the next one now. And the next one is this one. It's been around for ages, but it's so good. It's the original Sauvage, the EDT. One Jimmy Fragrance was, you know, pushing a lot on his channel in his early days. There you go. There's one way they fit on these magnetic atomizers. If you try and put them on the wrong way around, it won't fit until they actually click right to the right shape to fit on the bottle. The good thing with that, it's a good all-rounder. It doesn't matter what season of the year you're going through, it'll work well. And so that's why I love that fragrance. It's been out years, and I can imagine that still being popular in the next 5 years because they're making 300ml decants now for it. Now, if it wasn't that popular, they'd stop easing back on it and, you know, cutting back on the stuff they're trying to push for that fragrance. But they all know the EDT is the face of it. That's the one that launched it all. All the flankers that came after, that's the first one that started it all off, that smell. And I love it. It is a great fragrance. It's modern. It's, you know, contemporary now. You can still wear it now like you could back when it was released. And as far as I'm concerned, it was about 2015 when it was released. And it was classed as an aromatic fusel. It's got the same smell now. When I first sprayed, I have that bottle now, ages, 200 ml. It lasts ages. It's a good projector. It got good longevity. Now let me give you some of the notes on this, guys. In the top you've got Calibram bergamot. Sorry about that. Pepper. In the mid you got Sichuan pepper, pink pepper, vetiver, patchouli, geranium, elemi. And in the base we all know they've got ambroxan. This is what it's famous for. Cedar and labdanum. Right, so that is the notes for that fragrance. But as I say, it's such a good fragrance. A lot of people on, you know, YouTube or Instagram, different people, them talking, they describe it as being harsh in the outing. You know, maybe it's here, I don't know. But the way I love that fragrance from start to finish. And I'll ask you the question now, whether it's this one or any other fragrance. Whenever you buy a fragrance for the first time, you're taking it out the wrapper, out the box to smell it. Most people are drawn to that fragrance on that first sniff, because that's what it gives you. It's that top note, but hit you straight away. You don't even get the base, you don't even get the mid notes till later on. Every fragrance you open up with, it's always that top note that you whether purchase that fragrance or not. And when I smelt that, I'm glad I bought that. You know, it's fantastic, really good fragrance, guys. So that's my second pick. We're going on to a classic now from back in the day, 1995, and this is YSL, Yves Saint Laurent, Opium for Men, and it's an amber spice. Now this, guys, is a classic scent, right? And I'll tell you the good thing about this: it's got a bit of oomph about it, a bit of punch, a bit of attitude with this fragrance. It's got this pungent smell you first put on, compared to a lot of classic fragrances at that time. You know, it's different from a lot of others. It's got a nice, it's like star anise for each, you know, with that little star shape, you know, spice you can get from your food. It's that's like an aniseedy smell when you smell it, and it's fantastic. But it's with all the other notes that are going on with it. It gives you such a nice pungent opening smell that's different to the others. It's got blackcurrant, I'm not sure it has. Yes, it has. And the blackcurrant and the star anise and the star of the show you first put it on. It goes through the middle and the base, it will change a little bit, but that's what you get you first put it on. And that's what draws you to this fragrance, like I just mentioned. It's got that thing that's different from a lot of classic fragrances. So bear that in mind as well, guys. That's another good fragrance. And in this top you got bergamot, star anise. In the mid you got pepper and galang galang. In the base you got vanilla, Telusa balsam and cedar. That's the note for that, and that was released in 1995. Fantastic fragrance. You know, it was one of each company at the time was putting their own classic fragrance out, and that was a very good take off Yves Saint Laurent. Now this one, this is from the 80s, guys. This is fantastic. Try and get a bottle of this if you can. It is very masculine, and it is a throwback to the 80s, but it's so good. You'll be missing out on a fragrance if you don't try and get this. Santos de Cartier for men, 1981. Now, a lot of guys like to go and have their haircut and feel all sharp and fresh with a nice trim cut, you know, looking sharp. And you come out, and years ago they used to get it aftershave to put on or something. A lot of it got lavender in there, and this one's got lavender in as well. And it started off like at the day back in the 80s, these were very popular. A lot of guys wore them because a lot of masculine fragrance was worn by the masses, and this is no different. And this one he's a classy version of, you know, the 80s. This is like a classic fragrance, but with darker and deeper notes than the ones I've showed you just. That's more lighter. You know, that this is comes across a bit more heavier, because in the fragrance in the 80s, there was classed as powerhouse fragrances. A lot of them was, and they stood at the test of time regarding longevity, because they didn't have ambrox and that. They used to use outmost and stuff like that. You know, different woods to get its base and the strength. So this is very good. It's great, very masculine. I love this. When this runs out, and buy me another bottle. I might even try and explore more of the other version of that particular fragrance. They got like the intense version. I don't mind trying to get that because it's that nice. Right, in the top you got lavender, juniper berry, basil, lemon, verbena, bergamot, galbanum, and neroli. That's just in the top, guys. So about the 80s, loud and out to them. Pepper, nutmeg, vetiver, geranium, rosemary, clary sage, cloves. That's just in the mid. In the base, you got sandalwood, amber, coconut, patchouli, vanilla, and cedar. And can you smell all them notes in the village? No, you can't. If you can, you're a magician, because I can't do it. I can't make all that. And last but not least, is this one, guys. This is a miyaki, low dizzy pour on noir amber, and this is a good wax accent, or just walk around with this and people get noticed with it. Simple as that. This ain't no good for summer. This is not good for spring. This is an autumn and winter fragrance. Full stop. But it's done well. I didn't like it when I first had it. You might have seen some of my earlier videos when I've reviewed this. I first bought this and I wondered what all the hype was about, but this fragrance has grew on me. Every time I've worn it at work and different stuff like that, I'm going out, it lasted days on me. And you get getting this like resinous smell, and the vanilla in it, yeah. Do you know what I mean? And the sweetness from the fragrance in it, but it's also got this resinous balsamic kind of features as well. It's brilliant. You know, I didn't like it at first, like even at first had it. No, it's a massive thumbs up for me. So I would say if you can get the chance, it's hard to get out of sometimes. Check your discounts, because every now and again they put things like that on, and the money there for a short time. So if you get a chance, get it if you can. Right, in the top you got saffron, cinnamon, nutmeg, and coriander. So again, saffron and cinnamon, nutmeg. Again, that's where the sweetness is coming from. Leather, cedar, papyrus, and vetiver. Vetiver can give off an earthy note as well, so you've got some earthy note in there. And in the base, you've got vanilla, amber, and tonka beans. And guys, I'll give you 5 fragrances there. If you get the chance to buy any of them, those that will see you throughout the winter, easy. So that's it from me. Have a good weekend. I hope you have a good time. We're all back at work again. Can you please like and share to this channel? That'd be fantastic. And I'll see you on the next video, guys. All the best. Bye now.